I am Subhash Arya and I work as a postdoctoral fellow at University of Michigan, Ann Arbor. I consider myself and I was trained as a cell biologist. However, I chose neutrophils as one of the most fascinating cells in immune responses. So what my current goals are is to understand how neutrophils are involved in initiating any inflammatory response. And then what we have found during the course of 5-6 years is how neutrophils actually help in resolving that inflammation. So they are basically the guards of whether any inflammation is to be prolonged, it causes any disease or not. So neutrophils are most abundant cells in body. Still somehow because of all these vaccines are good, but most research have been so far focused into adaptive immune responses, and neutrophils since up to last 4-5 years has been sort of neglected cell types, mostly because of inability to understand them because of the lack of scientific advancement, technological advancements. So if now with more and more studies into neutrophils, and what we are doing also trying to understand how neutrophils control these inflammatory responses, this research may eventually help in understanding chronic inflammatory diseases such as rheumatoid arthritis, atherosclerosis, even asthma, and may provide potential therapeutic targets, novel therapeutic targets against these disorders. Neutrophils have long been considered as bad guys of immune system. It turns out that neutrophils are the guys that lead to very robust or bad inflammatory responses. It was surprising for us to find that neutrophils not only initiate inflammation, they are actually the good guys here. They help in resolving inflammation, they help in communicating with other cells like macrophages that okay, so this is the right time, you should jump in and clear all the debris that have been created during the injury or during the bacterial infection. If neutrophils don't signal these things, macrophages won't come in and inflammation will persist. So they're actually the good guys. That's what most surprising thing that we figured out. I was trained as a cell biologist and moved to immunology. So I was last year was my first time in the immunology conference. Being there was really enlightening. I mean, it was very informative and made me move towards immunology or a full-time immunologist for my future career, like when I apply for faculty positions or when I write other grants and awards and propose different projects. So that was one thing that prompted me to look towards immunology aspect or move towards immunology aspect after attending last year's AAI, was this collaborative environment, and was the fact that you can find many individuals who are working with same cell types, are trying to answer similar questions that we are, but they don't have same expertise of understanding the cell biology and the mechanism and imaging capabilities that we have. So this made me think that it is very interesting field for open for collaborative approaches and answering these interesting questions about immunology. So advice to aspiring researchers who want to move into the field of immunology is that, well, it's a vast field. It starts from innate immune responses, communication, from your regular mucosal cells and stuff, and it goes to adaptive immune responses and vaccines. It has so many areas like our president's field of research about long COVID, which is it's a novel field. Be strong with the toolkit because now, as I mentioned, with the technological advancements, which definitely make answering these questions easier, you have to be well versed with these different tools like spatial transcriptomics, different kinds of flow cytometry, multispectral flow cytometry, and so many other tools are there. This year there is really nice step of including trainees in major symposia talks. I wish to see more and more of trainee involvement in AAI conference activities, be it communication activities, or even I would like to see more trainee speakers even, because as we all know, most of the research is run by trainees. I mean, it's sure they are like the think tank of our scientific research. So why not give chance to them?